In this lesson, we're going to discuss the terms relations and functions. A relation is a set of numbers or symbols that map to another set of numbers or symbols. Although the term is related to math, you've heard the term relations in terms of possibly relations being father, mother, brothers and sisters. You've heard the term relationship. It comes down that there is a connection between two different things. The relation we will be discussing is the x and y coordinates of the rectangular coordinate system. Here is a set of ordered points that demonstrates a relation. Set A is made up of the following coordinate points: -3, 4, 0, 3, 1, 6, and 2, 5. Functions are special relations. A function is a relation that maps each x-coordinate to only one y-coordinate. Let us look at this example. Set A, again, these 4 points. Each x value on the left of the table map only to one y value on the right. So I've listed the coordinate points in this table, -3 across from its y value of 4. And as you go down, you realize that no x value on the left is mapping to more than one value of y on the right. So this is a function. I want you to try this. Determine if these two sets are functions. Okay? So look at these relations. There's a set B and a set C. See if you can decide yes or no, and think about why you're choosing that answer. Pause your video, and when you're done completing this, restart the video and check your work against mine. Let's see how you did. Let's take set B. -1, 0, -1, 3, 2, 4, and 0, 6. So if I wanted to map these, I could make a little table here of my x and my y values, is one option. I can see I have -1, 0, -1, 3, 2, 4, and 0, 6. So I can see here that I have the number -1 being mapped to two different y values. So this is not a function. Again, because I have a single x value, -1, that is being paired with two different y values. That makes it not a function. We take a look at set C. 3, 8, 2, 3, 7, 6, -3, 3. Again, I'll make a short little table here of my x and my y. Here's 3, 8. Here's 2, 3. Here's 7, 6. Here's -3, 3. So as you can see, on the left side where the x's are, there is no repeat of an x value. Yes, there's there's two same y values on the right, but that's okay. But it's only the x's that need to be mapped 1 to 1. So I cannot have duplicate x's on the left of my table. In this case, it is a function because they're all individual and they're all mapped to their own number. So this is, yes, a function. How to tell if a graph is of a function. So we're still talking about one x mapping to one y. But from a visual standpoint, we can do what's called the vertical line test. So if I were to take x equals 2 and draw a vertical line along x equals 2, I could then go down and see that when x is 2, it hits a spot on the graph at y is -2. But it only hits in that one spot. Whereas the graph on the right, if I take my vertical line test and I draw a vertical line where x is equal to 2, I can see that when x is 2, y, it has a hit here on the graph. There's another y here where the graph crosses the 2x, and down here. So this is not a function. So the left one is a function, yes, because my vertical line at x equals 2 only hits the graph in one place, and the graph on the right is not a function because my vertical line of x equals 2 maps up with multiple y's. Now you try. You're going to decide if each graph represents a function or not. Pause the video and then restart the video and see how you did. Let's take a look at the left graph. I'm going to draw a vertical line where x is equal to -1. So, as I go up the -1x line, it only crosses my graph in one location. So my -1 would only have a coordinate here of about -2.5 on this straight line. So that would make this a function. Now this one on the right, I'm going to go ahead and draw a vertical line at x is 4. So looking at the grid, if I go over to x is 4 and I go up, I realize that this graph gives me a y value up here, but when x is 4, it also hits this graph and gives me a y value down there. So therefore, it does not pass the vertical line test. It hits the graph in more than one place. So this would not be a function.